Good morning, dear students. Today we'll discuss about connective tissues. Connective tissues are formed by mesoderm of the embryo. Embryo consists of three layers: ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. It is the mesoderm which gives rise to all types of connective tissue. In this slide, you can see various types of connective tissue. There is areolar connective tissue, then adipose connective tissue. There is a fibrous connective tissue which contains dense regular fibers, reticular tissue, and then pigmented connective tissue. Of course, these are only some of the connective tissues. We'll now take the classification of connective tissues and discuss these tissues one by one. Connective tissues are broadly divided into three types. First is the connective tissue proper, the skeletal connective tissue, and the vascular or the liquid connective tissues. Their further classification. Connective tissue proper is further divided into five types: the areolar tissue, adipose tissue, dense connective tissue, reticular connective tissue, and the pigmented connective tissue. The skeletal tissue or the hard connective tissues are further of two types: cartilage and bone. The vascular or the liquid connective tissue consists of blood and lymph. The dense connective tissue can be further divided into two types: white fibrous connective tissue and the yellow elastic connective tissue. Cartilages are further of three types: hyaline cartilage, fibrous cartilage, and the calcified cartilage. The fibrous cartilage is of two types: white fibrous cartilage and the elastic cartilage. So on your screen you can see a complete family of connective tissues. We'll take these connective tissues one by one and try to discuss them one by one. So first we'll start with connective tissue proper. The first connective tissue proper is the areolar tissue. It is a loose connective tissue and is distributed throughout the body of the animal. It contains a ground substance which is known as the matrix, a white, yellow, and reticular fiber, and certain cells like fibroblasts, mast cells, macrophages are also called histocytes or the plasmatocytes. Then we have lymphocytes, plasma cells, mesenchyme cells, and chromatophores. These are the various cells which are present inside areolar tissue. As it is present throughout the body, therefore its main function is to bind different parts of the body together. It also provides strength, elasticity, and support to various parts of the body. Coming to the next member, the adipose tissue. It is the fat storing connective tissue. The cells in which the fat is stored are called adipose cells, also called adipocytes or the fat cells or fat storing cells. Each adipose cell contains a fat globule. Globule, as you know, is a round structure made up of fat. There are two types of adipose tissue. There is a white or the yellow, and there is a brown fat. The white fat contains large adipocytes. This is an important point. It contains large adipocytes, and each adipocyte contains a single large fat globule. This is a differentiating point between white fat and brown fat. As there is a single large fat globule, therefore the white fat is also called monolocular. Mono means single. Coming to brown fat, the brown fat are multilocular, that is, each cell contains several small fat globules. The brown color is due to an iron containing pigment which is known as cytochrome. The amount of cytochrome is high, giving it a typical brown color. Coming to the locations of the adipose tissue. Apart from human body, adipose tissue is also found in blubber of whales. The blubber of whales is the fat stored in the various parts of whale. It is also found in elephant, also present in hump of the camel. Remember, the hump of the camel breaks down during shortage of water and it provides metabolic water to camel during dehydration. The adipose tissue is also found in fat bodies of frog and the yellow bone marrow of various animals. The adipose tissue is chiefly a food reserve or a fat depot for storage. It means it provides energy to the animal during starvation when the glucose supply is depleted. The subcutaneous fat, which is the fat present below the skin, also prevents heat loss. This fat also provides a shape to the body, which is known as body contour. Coming to dense connective tissue. The dense connective tissue is of two types: white fibrous connective tissue and yellow elastic connective tissue. First we will take up the white fibrous connective tissue. This tissue contains white collagen fibers. Collagen, you know, is one of the most important and abundant protein in our body. Remember, collagen is the most abundant protein present in our body. In the white fibrous connective tissue, collagen is present in bundles. And the bundle of these collagen fibers joins together to form a very important structure which is known as tendon. Tendon connects skeletal muscles with the bones. This type of tissue is found in dermis of the skin. Dermis is the lower part of the skin. Skin consists of two parts, epidermis and dermis. So dermis contains white collagen fibers. It is also present in connective tissue sheets of muscles and nerves and the outer coat of the blood vessels, especially the large blood vessels. This outer coat of large blood vessels is called tunica adventitia. It is also present in periosteum of the bone, which is the membrane present around the bone, perichondrium of the cartilage, which is the membrane present around the cartilage, the pericardium of the heart, or the membrane present around the heart. It also forms dura mater of the brain and spinal cord, renal capsule of the kidney, sclera and cornea of the eyeball, and the fibrous capsules of penis and testes. It is also present between skull bones. Coming to yellow elastic connective tissue. This tissue is mainly made up of much thicker and branched loose network of yellow fibers. These cells are regularly scattered and group of yellow elastic connective tissue joins together to form an important structure which is known as ligament. Ligament, as you know, joins bones to bones. The yellow elastic connective tissue is also present in walls of the blood vessels, lungs, bronchioles, the true vocal cords, cartilages of the larynx, trachea, capsules of the spleen, and ligamenta flava, which connects adjacent vertebrae. Sprain is a common disorder which is caused due to excessive pulling of the ligaments. Coming to reticular connective tissue. This tissue consists of star-shaped reticular cells whose protoplasmic processes joins to form a cellular network. Reticular, in fact, means a network. The reticular fibers are present on the reticular cells. They are composed of a protein which is called reticulin. The reticular connective tissue is present in the liver, spleen, lymph nodes, thymus, tonsils, bone marrow, and the lamina propria of the gut wall. Coming to the next member of the connective tissue, it is the pigmented connective tissue. The cells of this tissue are irregular in shape. They are called pigment cells because they contain a yellowish brown, black or blue melanin pigment granule. The melanin pigment is in fact produced by some other cells of the body which are called melanocytes. The pigmented connective tissue is present in choroid, ciliary body, iris of the eye, It is the iris of the eye which actually provides color to the eye. It is also present in dermis of the human skin and is responsible for color of the skin. Coming to mucoid tissue, it occurs as a fetal or embryonic connective tissue. It is present in the umbilical cord. The most important component of the mucoid tissue is a jelly-like substance which is called Wharton's jelly.